What's up, gamers? PlayerX1994 here, welcoming you to my first beta game review. Today I will be reviewing a game called Quantum Rush. This is a closed beta game made by a company called Game Art Studio. They made games like Holy War, Tagoria, AI War, Glory Wars, and AI Invasion, all of which have some kind of combat involved. Now before we get started, I would like to mention that when I contacted the support team to tell them my first thoughts and impressions on the game after my first beta testing session, they replied saying, "Thanks for your feedback, we are already working hard on some of the changes you proposed and I'm looking forward to a better user experience over the future course of the beta." I am glad to see a company that actually cares about their players and what the players want to see in the game. I hope to see this company grow and eventually be able to make bigger games. So, for starters, what is it? Quantum Rush is a free-to-play online racing game that's clearly nothing like the Need for Speed you're used to seeing on my channel. In two ways. Number one, as you can see right here, your vehicle that you're using to drive is a little hovercraft, versus Need for Speed uses real-life cars. And number two, Need for Speed doesn't use weapons. Ever. The closest you will ever see to weaponry in any Need for Speed game is if you look on the cover of Need for Speed Undercover. The cover art right there, it has a silhouette of a woman holding a gun. That's the closest that series ever got to it. It just doesn't have it because the series is called Need for Speed. I mean, why would it have it? You know? So anyway, currently this game is suffering from one fatal flaw that keeps me and anyone else from being able to play it properly. There is a huge amount of lag when you race with other people. So much so that it is very difficult to stay off the walls. Since I first tested this game, I reported this bug, and they came out with a patch that seems to fix, well, about half of it. It's trying not to lag, you can tell that, but it also still feels just very jerky and is very hard to stay off the walls, as you'll see in a minute when I actually go into a race. That being said, I think this game has a lot of potential. It can be a great game if the devs make it into a great game. There are a couple of problems with it, which we'll get into in a minute, but first let's look at the options menu. Alright, now right here, go main menu, settings, and this is the options menu. Let's go into graphics first, so I can show you what all this graphical this game has to offer. Graphics settings are pretty good. As you can see, you can turn a lot of things on and off. But there is one problem that I'm having with Bloom. Let me show you right quick. Look at these plants. Watch that. Watch them. I don't know why they're not doing it. They're a lot of times they flash white, but they're not doing it for me right now. I don't know why they're doing that. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure if this is an issue based on my laptop's GPU, because I am on a laptop, but it is an issue that needs to be fixed regardless, because no other game has this issue. So, now that that's over with, let's look at the audio right quick. Sound effects, engine sounds, music, racetrack, music garage, interface, and master volume. That's about all the audio settings you need. That's good. They did well when they designed the settings menu. It was good. Excuse me. So let's go into the keyboard bindings and see the controls. These are the default controls, by the way. You can see WSAD or WASD is basically what I would expect of a racing game. But ILJ or IJLK is not. I would expect to, instead of seeing IJLK, I would expect to seeing like up arrow, left arrow, right arrow, and put the booster on, arrow down. And I could put air brake left on right control and air brake right on numpad 0. Which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of that. Um, but it's just the thing about this is the default settings are a little weird. Number one, because you would also expect to use the escape key instead of F1 to pause the game, but currently it's bound to F1. So I'm not sure why they did it like that, but that's fine, I suppose. I mean, it's something you can get used to. So anyway, it's with that done. Whoops. Oh shoot, oh shoot. Steer left. Okay. Arrow left. Done. Okay, gamepad bindings is fine, I suppose. I'm not really gonna screw around with that. So, with that over with, I'd like to talk about the weapons system that's currently in the game. And I say that because the last time I saw a game that allows you to race with weapons, I was playing Crash Team Racing on PlayStation. And boy, what a great game that was. You had power-ups you picked up in the race that either harmed your opponents or helped you. This game, in fact, has the same thing, except for the fact that there's no auto-aiming. You have to line your car up behind your opponent and then fire. Which is fine, I suppose. I mean, it's nothing too special, but that coupled with the lag, it just makes it impossible for there to be a death race, honestly. So there isn't a whole lot in this game, and I know part of that is it being in closed beta, and that's perfectly fine for now. Obviously, in the full version, I would expect to see more than 3 races, and just, yeah, I would expect to see more than 3 races and 3 types of crafts. Perhaps the devs could also add a special reward that the player receives when they hit a certain level, which is a great way to get people to play the game, by the way, because they want that reward. But as it stands, there's just not a whole lot in this game to enjoy. And again, that going back to the closed beta thing, that's fine for now. Obviously, the full version, I would expect to see more than what they have right now. By the way, as a side note, this game is difficult to learn. The developers of this game really need to add a tutorial so that it's easier on the player, because I mean, it doesn't have to be long, but it just does have to explain how to play this game, because otherwise the players are going to log in, look over the controls, and still not know what in the world he or she is doing. Because that, and I know that because that's exactly what I did the first time I logged in. I was just like, okay, there's a little science vial over here. Forgive me for my, I don't know what those are called. There's some bars over here, some thing over here, some gears over here. Okay, okay. Well, what do these do? So anyway, that's a tutorial would help all of that. Let's go right here into Racer, because I'd like to show you a few things. There are 3 designs that you can choose from, 3 basic crafts you have to choose from. There's Nano, Ion Energy, and Nitro. Currently I'm playing with Nano, although they all do look pretty good, don't they? Now I would expect to see, because of this buy Racer slot, let's click on that and see what happens. Ooh, how about that? Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay, well, never mind. There's a lot of awesome crafts in this game. I hope to one day unlock those. They look good. Oh no, don't you do this to me, iPad. Anyway, it just reset on me. There we go, that's where I was at. So, let's talk for a minute about customization. I need to go back into Racer. Click on this, and right here, let's choose Design Racer. As you can see, you can choose colors. You can change the colors out, Although I do find it a bit odd that you have to purchase the color first, and once you buy the color, you then own it forever. This is a little bit weird because you would expect to, you'd expect to see like a way where you could change it as many times, or put as if I can get my thoughts together, you could put whatever color you want on there, but have to change or have to pay every time you change it. That's the theory most games use. That's the theme most games use. And quite honestly, that system works, and this system does as well. It's just a bit quirky, honestly. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. Haha, I'm learning about this game. Nice. Anyway, yeah, let's go back. So you've seen the customization. Let's go into research right quick. This is where you if I can talk. This is where you upgrade your craft. Okay. Currently, I have everything locked. I don't have anything unlocked, and that's not good. I want to unlock stuff, but oh well. I'll deal with that later. I wish I could show you how to upgrade your craft in that section, but I can't at the moment. So anyway, let's go into a race. Let's just join a speed race. Looks like there are a bunch of NPCs online. Okay, let's go into a canyon. That's fine. Actually, no, let's go to the airport, because I'm about to show you something seriously messed up. Okay, I'm back. The match starts in less than 30 seconds, and I would just like to say before it starts that I know this is server-side lag and not client-side lag, because even though I may not have the best computer out there, I know for sure that it can handle this race, because I went into practice mode one time and it worked perfectly fine. It's just fine. Okay, so here you can see the keyboard layout, the default keyboard layout, which is fine. Oh good, looks like they fixed it. There was one glitch, or one thing right there, where this word was actually in German, and they translated it to English, and that's good. That is good. That is actually one thing that I reported on my first beta session. So let's just go right into it. Okay. I'm not sure, because these are going to be all NPCs, I'm not sure if it's going to do the same thing that it's been doing, but we'll see. What? What? No, 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 no. You don't get to do that. No, no, no. There's NPCs. Crap. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. You don't want to do that? That's fine. That's perfectly fine. In fact, let's see if anybody's online. Anybody there? Question mark. Because apparently you need someone. If the match doesn't start, then we may just go into practice mode, and I can show you why I see potential in this game. Oh, here we go. I don't know why Speed Race wouldn't work. By the way, notice how my car is bouncing.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, see, look at this. Yeah, look at this. This is crazy. This is why. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. What? Yeah. I think you get the point. There's no need for me to finish this race, because at the moment there's just too much lag. And I know part of this lag is because that the fact that I'm recording, but it's not a whole lot of this lag because I mean, I like this game. I really do. I want to see it succeed. I want to see it do well. And at the moment, there's just far too much lag in it for it to be doing well, you know? So, plus there's that graphical glitch right there that just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. See? It's just like what? Oh, wow. Okay. Whoa, okay. I don't think I'm gonna even finish this race, so yeah. By the way, there needs to be a section where there needs to be a thing in the options menu where you can choose to exit the race. So right now, let me log in again. And I will say my final thoughts on this game. It has the potential to be good. It really does. I want to see it do well. And so my message to the developers is simply this. Fix the lag, add a tutorial. It doesn't have to be a long one, but it does need to explain a couple of things about the game, just so the player knows what they're doing, you know? And switch the default controls to quote-unquote normalize them, that being the arrow keys as well as WASD instead of, and also the escape key instead of F1, because that's what most players would expect out of a game, because that's what every other game uses. And maybe add a reward the player receives after a certain amount of time or when they achieve a certain rank. After those changes, the game will be really good. It'll be fun, it'll be a great game, and it will be worth your time. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please like it and hit that red button. If not, please comment, tell me what I can do better in the future. Player X 1994 here, signing out.